Hey guys, I'm Dazzling Dave. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Today I'm here to talk about Spintops. I've got the YoYoFactory Short Circuit and the YoYoFactory Elec-Trick. These are the two main tops that I use and sell on my website. The difference, major difference, is on the Short Circuit it's a fixed tip. So it doesn't have any ball bearing to make it spin longer, it's just a regular fixed tip. Whereas the Elec-Trick has a ball bearing on the tip, which allows this one to spin a lot longer. In the yo-yo world, ball bearings have really taken over and made yo-yoing amazing. But in Spintops, it's a little bit harder to decide because one's not better than the other. They actually almost are like two totally different toys. The Short Circuit is fantastic for many tricks that the Elec-Trick can't even do. And the Elec-Trick can do a lot of tricks that the Short Circuit can't do. So if you're trying to decide which one to buy both. Tons of fun. If you're an absolute beginner who's never thrown a top in your life, I guess I would point you towards the Short Circuit first. But again, if you're thinking about which one to buy, get both because they're totally different toys that have great parts that make them, well, just different. So, first thing I'm going to talk about is the Short Circuit. When you get that Spintop and it's time for you to get started, first thing you got to do is pop the string out. The string is actually housed inside the top, right here in the crown, and you've got this ring at the top. This black ring is a beginner string ring. You can use it to help you wind up the top. It makes it so you can just clip it on and throw right away. You don't have to worry about putting the string on any special way. If you want to use that, take a look. Here's how. Let the string all the way out to the bottom, and what you need to do is push the string through the hole. Kind of hard to do, but you got to force it through, and then you tie a knot on the other side of the ring, which will hold it in place. And then when it's time to wrap up the top, you just clip this on top. Of course, it'll be held in place, and you wrap it up. So it makes it quicker to wrap up. What I often do is I don't use the beginner ring, I get rid of it, and just tie a knot in the end of the string. Just by going an overhand knot, just like this. And what that knot does is that gives a place for the top to wrap up. Start at the crown, go around counterclockwise if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you'll go clockwise. You then point the top out to your right, if you're right-handed, and you wrap it up going away from you. Notice it just wraps away from you, catching on itself all the way as you go around, and you're going to need to wrap it all the way back up to your hand. If you miss, start over. You got to make sure it's wrapped nice and straight the entire way up. This part here is called the button. Put the button between a couple of fingers, hold it nice and tight, and you point the tip up. I know it seems weird to point the tip up, but that's what you do. As you throw down, the top will spin down and flip over at the very end. You can throw it, at first I always recommend throwing it on the ground. Don't use carpet, find a nice hardwood floor or concrete floor in the basement or something like that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to throw and get it to spin on the floor. Just take your hand straight out to the side, you throw, and it'll spin. The big scoop. If you're going with the Elec-Trick, it comes with the exact same setup as far as the string goes. The string, a beginner ring, and with this case, I've actually tied it on, so I can show you how that works. What I have done is I have taken the string, pushed it through the hole, tied a knot in it so that it hits nice and tight. Now I've got the beginner ring ready to go. You put it on the crown, fits right around that opening, pull it down nice and tight to the tip and start wrapping it up. Make sure it was tight because if not, it can pop off, and if it pops off, it just won't work right. So again, when it's time to wrap up the top for the first time, put the string around it, pull tight down to that tip, and wrap it up nice and tight. Once you get it wrapped up, you're all ready to throw. And if you're using the Elec-Trick, I don't usually recommend throwing that one down to the ground. Ball bearing tips are more for in the hand play. So we're going to start off with the first one being a boomerang, and here's how. Take the button, put it between your fingers, hold it nice and tight, make sure you don't let go of that button in the middle of the throw, and you point the tip straight up and down. Again, it's got to point straight up, at the last second it'll flip over. To do the boomerang, you're going to start with your arm straight out to the side, you let go, bring your arm straight across, and at the last second, right when it's at the end of the string, you check straight up. Now, you don't bring your hand down low, don't fall into that trap, just go straight across, and at the last second, check up. Here's how. When you check it up, catch it in your hand, do that little circle to true up the top immediately. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the ball bearing spinning A ball bearing on a spin top will allow it to spin a lot longer, allowing you to get better at doing pass, maybe the merry-go-round, or crazy 8. You can do those same tricks with the short circuit, so they do the same, but the difference is this spins a lot longer, it makes it easier. And the one trick you can't do with the short circuit is the gyroscopic flop. That is the Elec-Trick. One of those cool tricks that the short circuit can do because it's a fixed tip that a ball bearing can't is called the tightrope walker. I'll start with a boomerang, and the top can walk from one hand to the other. Thanks for watching this video. To learn more Spintop tricks, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to buy one, check out DazzlingDave.com.